Dr. Howard Schneider is a well-known dentist in Jacksonville, Florida, who many now call a monster. Schneider is accused of sadistic serial child abuse for intentionally inflicting pain on his little patients. He's a man prosecutors want to face in court for fraud. But these moms are seeking a different kind of revenge.
So what was the truth?
He threw me, they choked me, and they sat on me.
The 79-year-old dentist has since closed his practice, but when he was in business, Schneider is accused of torturing his patients, many of whom are disabled and low income, by doing unnecessary dental work to milk Medicaid out of millions. Those are the screams of a 3-year-old boy in the hands of what many parents are calling a sadist.
My son was screaming about 10 minutes.
Poor little Zion went in for just one cap on a decaying tooth and came out with a mouth full of metal.
I started videotaping because I felt something was wrong with the procedure. I'm not sure if Dr. Schneider did realize that I was videotaping.
As horrific as it is to listen to a little boy's screams, imagine if you could not hear your child begging for help.
All the other hearing parents could hear what was going on, and I just sat there clueless.
Amanda Barry and Nicholas Balser are deaf, and they could not hear their son Dominic screaming in the dentist chair.
I was screaming for my mom.
You were? Mommy couldn't hear you.
No, she's deaf.
With the help of a sign language interpreter, the parents told me their horror story. Dominic went in to have one tooth extracted.
Instead of pulling that, he put a cap on it just to cover it. And it was so dirty underneath. The
It was infected.
tooth was still dirty. Yes, it was badly infected.
They say Schneider pulled Dominic's front teeth instead.
How did he treat you?
Dad, he pulled my teeth out and he choked me.
Can you show me what he did to yourself? Like,
Like,
he was squeezing it
yeah, hard.
real hard? That must have been scary.
My face was red.
Horror stories. Over 100 families accused Schneider of child abuse. The case goes to court, and the former dentist could have spent 19 years in the slammer for alleged medical fraud. But then the criminal case takes a shocking turn after 2 physicians testified he may be suffering from dementia. And now, in another stunning development, the judge just dropped a bombshell decision, ruling that Schneider is incompetent to stand trial, leaving parents seething.
Yes, he's a monster.
How do you say monster? Monster.
I just talked to one of the moms, Susan Denise, and she's furious.
Justice has not been served. He is not going to serve a day in jail, and absolutely no one in the state of Florida is going to be held accountable.
You can certainly understand why they would be so upset. Anna, while the criminal side of this case may be over, what's the status of the civil cases against Schneider?
I was just trading emails with the attorney representing the civil cases against Dr. Schneider, and he says he's really not sure how this ruling is going to affect the remaining cases. More than 100 civil suits against Dr. Schneider have already been settled out of court, and there are another 20 pending. Now, those settlements never required Dr. Schneider to admit any wrongdoing, and he still maintains that the allegations against him are false.
Do we have any idea where Dr. Schneider is now?
He is living in a very nice, upscale, gated community on St. Simon's Island in Georgia. His home in Jacksonville was foreclosed.
Thanks, Anna. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think the judge made the right decision in this case? Sound off on our Facebook page. Also, you can always watch the original investigation into the story on Crime Watch Daily's YouTube channel.